Hey everyone, welcome to Dionea Creates. So in today's video, we are going to be doing some upcycling with some tea tins. So let's just get started. So you guys, I have a lot of these tea tins around because this is one of my favorite teas. This is a Harney and Sons Hot Cinnamon Sunset Tea. And oh my goodness, you guys, I love this tea so much. It's really, really yummy in the winter because it really just is full of cinnamon and warmth, but I even drink it in the summer because I love it so much. So I thought it would be fun to repurpose one of the tins that I have and create something fun with it. So what we are gonna do is I've already painted this tin. First what I did is I put a few coats of gesso on it because gesso normally when I use it on any type of slick surface, it really creates a tooth. And so then that allows me to paint over it with no problem. However, today I painted over the gesso after it had dried well with the Dixie Belle buttercream, and it just wasn't working right. So I had already spent quite a bit of time on it, so I just took it outside and I spray painted it with a coat of heirloom white, and this is what we have. So this is what we're going to be working with. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the new Conservatory label mold from the new IOD release, as well as the Apothecary labels. So let's just get started with that. So you guys, I'm excited to use this mold, and the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to put our cornstarch in there. So if you've never used a mold before, you put the cornstarch in there to help the mold to release. And so I like to just keep a little bit of cornstarch. This is just a little repurposed spice bottle that I have, and a really soft brush. And so I just take it and I kind of just, get the excess off. And I'm going to be using the middle label mold because it fits the best on my little tin. And so you just do it like that. And then that's really all you need of the cornstarch. You don't need a lot at all. And then we're just going to take it and then we're just going to kind of get the excess of it off like so. And then we're just going to take a little piece of our clay, and I'm going to be using Jovi clay today. Get my little And I like to keep mine, I have mine in like a clear, like Rubbermaid thing that seals real well. And then I keep it inside of a Ziploc bag with a damp paper towel in there. And that's how I keep it soft. And so I'm just going to pull out a little piece of that. Because it shouldn't take a very big piece. And then we're just gonna, I like to kind of soften it a little bit, kind of get it in the shape. And then I'm just gonna take it and just start pressing it down into my little label. I'm so excited, you guys, to be using this. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And so I just started looking around and I was like, I want to use this for sure. So it's kind of like little kids when they get new toys. They want to play with them, right? That's how I felt. All right, and then I'm just going to take my thumb and I'm going to just kind of go around the rim. These have the great rim around it. And then I just kind of flatten it a little more and see if there's any excess I need to take off of it. All right, and there we have our mold already, and then we're just going to unmold it like so. Oh, you guys, it's so pretty. And so then I keep a little clay tool handy because sometimes I have to do a little trimming around it. And so I just take my little clay tool and I just, if there's any excess that, you know, where I didn't get the clay removed, I just do that. And then I just take a little bit of water and I just kind of go around it to smooth everything out. But like for the, you know, what I love about clay is just the way that the casting does. It just it reveals character. You know, I love the organic look of the clay. So for me, that's what it's all about. All right, and so now what we're gonna do is we are gonna take the one of the letters from the Apothecary labels stamp, and we're gonna just create some words on our label. I'm gonna impress those into the clay, and I'm gonna spell the word create in there. So I've already lightly sanded my stamps just to kind of condition them. And then we're just gonna stamp this down into the clay. Make sure I got it straight here. I'm just gonna lay them aside and pull off each of my letters. They're tinted, so that makes them a lot easier to see them. And get them lined up. So you guys, how is your weekend going? I hope it's going well. Oh, you guys, this looks cute. All right, I like it. We will put these back together later so we don't take up time. And so now what I'm gonna do is I want to put this onto my tin. And I am going to just use wood glue to do that. And then we are going to do a little grunging up on this. So I'm just gonna use my wood glue and my raggedy old paintbrush I got here. Let me just see what side I want to do here. I think this side will be good. So I'm just putting my glue on here. And I'm just gonna glue it all on the back of my, put the glue all on the back of my stamp here. me get all situated here, y'all. I feel like I'm all twisted. I'm already loving this label, and I don't even have it finished or glued on yet, and I already love it so much. All right, let's see. Oop, I almost put it on upside down. Oh, y'all, that is so cute. I didn't get my create quite lined up, but that's okay. And so I don't know how well you can see it, but that's what it looks like so far. Look at the difference that that little label just makes on a tea tin. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to put some of the Paint Couture Van Dyke Brown over the label and over the tin, just to kind of add a little dimension and a little character to it. And so we are gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do next. So let me get some of this clay out of the way so we don't get that mixed into our paint. All right, so I have the Van Dyke Brown, the Paint Couture Van Dyke Brown. I just thought this would like really help the letters to stand out. This is just gonna have kind of a vintage look to it. Kind of an antique-y, vintagey look. And then I'm also just gonna go over the rest of my tin too. And I'm not, you know, I'm gonna wipe all of this back so I'm not being like super I'm gonna wipe this off the edge of it because I do think that I wanna put some ribbon on there, so I don't want this glaze up here. Oh, but it already, just wiping that back, it already looks cool. So I'm just gonna go around it. So you guys, have any of you, do you like to use glazes? When I first got started in mixed media, what I would do to make a glaze is I would take burnt umber and I would just mix it with water, like highly dilute it. And then that was like my glaze. And it really had the same effect. It, you know, it got down in all of the crevices. And when you do mixed media, you know, you have a lot of layers. And so it always just got down in all those little layers. And it had a very similar effect as these glazes do. So I've been a fan of glazes for quite a while. All right, I'm gonna do it like this now. Get this last side on here. And so hopefully any of the imperfections I had in working with my paint earlier will be and just add to the character of this. So now I'm just gonna start wiping it back. Oh, y'all. I'm gonna get it off the tin first, and then I'll come back with the work on the label. Can y'all see? Look how yummy that looks. It's so, it just looks like it's one of those that, you know, maybe it traveled a long way in a train or a stagecoach or something like that. Can you imagine? But look at that. Oh my gosh. I love it. And like back here on this part, like at the rim, I like how some of that settled in there. And so I'm gonna leave that like it is. Okay, and let's try to work now on our little label here. And it did pretty good at those letters. It filled it in pretty well there. I can always go back with it if I want it to be a little more pronounced. The E didn't get a lot, and kind of fill it back in. And then just wipe it back some more. Oh, you guys, I really like it. And my glue is still wet, so I can kind of move it around, because as I was wiping it back, it was moving. So you guys, I think I'm really happy with that. I really, really like it. What do you guys think? You like it? I love it. Just something really simple, but really kind of fun. I think it, like I said, I think it really has that really old look. You know, something that you would find in an antique store or something. So what I think I want to do now is I think I want to put a little bit of ribbon across there, and I think I want something really neutral. So I have quite a few ribbons that I've kind of pulled out already. Like here's a lace that might be really, that might be really pretty too. This one is kind of a brown lace. I don't like that one. You know, you guys, lace is very shabby chic and just vintage, and I really, really, as you know, love that look. And so I think that's what I want to use. This one's white, so I don't want to use that. This one is really, this one's really pretty. It's really subtle, but this crocheted one is too. I'm just not sure. I wish you guys could tell me what you think. Wish I could hear you. All right, I think when this one, even though I think it's a little thicker, so I think it'll stand out a little bit better. So we're going to go with that one, and I'm just going to use my hot glue to do that. And, you know, I want to try to measure it here so I know, so I can put my, where it connects to, like to the back. So we're going to cut it right here. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. I need to leave it laying down so my glue doesn't ride down. All right, y'all. Let's put this ribbon on here. So you guys, I hope you are inspired to like just look around and see what you have that maybe you could repurpose and use for something fun, you know? Maybe to put your pens in, or I don't know. Just think of all of the things that you can possibly repurpose. If you drink tea, please tell me in the comments if you are a tea drinker. Then you probably might have tea tins. I've also done this with like coffee cans, like the plastic ones. I have done something similar with those and used another IOD, the crockery stamp on those. So there's lots of, you know, there's lots of things that you can use to repurpose and make really cute things. I have my paintbrushes in those containers that I made. One more little dab of glue to connect this. And there is our little tin. I'm just brushing it off where I laid it down on my paper. Getting the glue off. And there it is, y'all. Look how cute that turned out. I really love it. I'm gonna lay it down and quit holding it up so my little sign can dry there. But I hope you guys give something like this a try, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was so fun for a chance to use these new items. I don't know, getting new craft supplies just does something to help inspire you. So, as always, I appreciate you guys. Love and light to you all, and we'll see you again real soon.